Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I have been talking to Pop Sam for the past probably 40 minutes now, and we are in our last leg of conversation, and I'm really grateful that you have taken the time to just talk to us and educate us on what you as an individual stand for and what you are doing with Phelps Stokes for the continent of Africa and all over the world. And before we went to commercial, we were talking about the success stories and just seeing exactly what the program that you have created with Phelps Stokes is doing, across continents, and how it's not only empowering, the youth and the women to become, sustainable in their own rights, but you're connecting them from South America to, West Africa to Egypt to Zimbabwe. I mean, I don't think I've ever would have said I would meet somebody that's doing that. And to sit down with you, it's like, it lets me know that I'm able to do whatever if I wanted to. So, what are the last few messages that you want to give all of the children that would be watching this? And, those are your focus here at Phelps Stokes. So,
I think I only have one message that I will always share with people, and I think it's just to be humble. That's my only message, because we human beings, sometimes we tend to just become arrogant by not what we do, but what people tell us that we do. Because, for example, you flatter me, and I really appreciate everything you said, but I believe I didn't do all those things, because it was just me, myself, I will not be able to do it. So people just have to be humble and to accept not knowing and to accept learning and relearning. Once you have those things, I think you'll be fine, because we human beings, we are different. Because each one of us has different values, different assumptions, different beliefs, and different expectations. And conflicts and collaboration and competition, they're all based on those things. Values, assumptions, belief, and expectation. Because if I expect something from you and I didn't communicate it well to you, or you don't have it, how am I going to get it? I'll be disappointed.
Right.
If my beliefs are different from yours, we're going to have problem. If I assume that you are a bad or a good person without testing my assumption, meaning talking to you, there will be a problem. So just we need to be humble and to accept not knowing and to accept to learn.
And on the continent of Africa, based on what you said, there are so many little kids who might be 13 as we speak and might have been doing what you're doing. Because I get a lot of emails, from college students that say, I'm doing X, Y, Z. Like, me and my classmates, we started this so we can aid our local community where our college is located. I mean, what do you say to those kids, and how do you think they could possibly get in touch with you and, individuals at Phelps Stokes to further their passion?
Yes, you can share my email, my telephone number, whatever. I still, Phelps Stokes website, anything. So you can share my contacts with them. I'll be so happy to learn from them. I'll be so happy to listen to them. I'll be so happy to respond to their questions. And my advice to them is, whatever they're doing, whatever they want to do in life, they need to just take the time. Because as somebody who worked with young people, I always now tell people that we adults, we tend to be the wiser, the teacher who's supposed to tell people, even our kids, what they should do. But we have to know that kids and youth, they have their own set of skills and talent, and we have to let them groom themselves, and we just support and coach, not to dictate. So whatever they want to do, they can do it. I'll be here and I'll be there to support. Okay.
Well, I know that you're exhausted, but before I let you go, I'll always ask everyone that I interview on my show, what is your Africa?
What is that? What do you mean?
So the question is, you're passionate individual about Africa, and you not only enhance the individuals on the continent, but you bridge them with others. So what is your Africa?
Wow. I think every time you ask this question, people will pause, right?
Yes.
So I'm glad,
You're
I'm
not the
glad that
only
I'm
one.
not the only one. That's a bit, because to me, how I understand your question is, what is my vision or expected situation of Africa?
Yes.
And I think that's a big question. My Africa is an Africa where Africans themselves take leadership roles. It's an Africa where people don't use politics to just access or get into power. My Africa is Africa where we'll be just like any other country, any other continent. We'll have good and bad people, but we'll understand that we are the oldest continent. We are the mother of the world, and then we have a lot to value. And what we think that is our weakness or weaknesses is actually our strength. It's our social life. So my Africa is just having Africans believing in themselves and going back to the continent. That doesn't have to be necessarily physically being there, but just think about the continent and know that we are the world.
Well, thank you so much for being available, and to those of you at home, I hope you enjoyed, Pops as much as I have, and I hope you have learned so much from him and the programs that he is running here at Phelps Stokes. We will provide his information to you for any increase that you might have with the credits that we're going to run. Thank you so much for watching Nunu Wako Show. See you next time.